My name is Edward, middle initial C, last name Collins, C-O-L-L-I-N-S. The highest rate that I held aboard the USS Okanagan and in the Navy was boiler technician, 3rd class. In the spring of 1948, it was our job to go up there and chart icebergs for shipping, floating into the shipping lanes. And this goes all the way back to the Titanic. And I don't know if they're still up there, but in the spring of the year, these icebergs cut loose. And when you see an iceberg up close, it is huge. I mean, really huge. So, and then they chart it. The ships have to stay out of the way, I presume. Argentia, Newfoundland was the only one. We had Dungaree Liberty. And if you don't know what Dungaree Liberty is, there's not much there but an enlisted man's club where you can drink 3.2 beer and maybe get a candy bar, and that's about it. There's not much up there. And if we were in the North Atlantic, like when we were first in the North Atlantic, I went through, in a place we went to Argentia, Newfoundland, I went through probably the greatest storm I'd ever been in my life. We had bulkhead split in the mess hall. The storm was so intense and so heavy that it washed the paint off the ship right down to the chromite. We had to pull into Brooklyn Navy Yard when we came back from the North Atlantic for emergency repairs, and this was in November of 1948, and it was the worst storm I was ever in my life. Our ship, there's 2 places on the ship that has a clinometer. Clinometer measures the roll of the ship, and we were designed, I believe, to roll 28 degrees, and we rolled 32 degrees on our side, and the ship was shaking sideways. It was very terrifying. It was a good time to be young and dumb, and little by little the ship righted itself, and then we made it from Argentia, Newfoundland, from the North Atlantic into 26th Street Piers in Brooklyn Navy Yard. Actually, nothing, just doing my job and maintaining the boilers and keeping the steam up, and make sure that, because when the ship goes sideways, the water in the boiler goes sideways, and you don't want it to go too far because it'll run into the boilers and you'll have an explosion. So little by little, the ship would right itself and we would just keep on going. But all the gearboxes and the different parts were flying all over the place, and we had a engineering officer told us to put a helmet on so we didn't get hit in the head by some of the flying parts that were flying all over the place as the ship was rolling. You know, it was the worst storm I was ever in my life, my first and worst. My general quarters station, I was a gunner on a 20mm cannon, and because I had made expert marksman at boot camp in Little Creek, Virginia, and I was on the bridge right by the captain, and it was my job to fire the 20mm cannon. The cannon had a loader and a firer, and I fired the cannon. You know. And I'd like to brag a little bit and say I was pretty good at it.